Well, happy 2025 to you. I've not been around for a little while. As you can tell, I was really ill again, both me and Mrs. Summerhouse. As you know, we were really ill just before Christmas. We had that 6-week virus. Managed to get rid of that 2 weeks before Christmas, and someone came round to visit us just before Christmas Eve, and they were full of it, and we got another version of it. This one was quite nasty. I had nosebleeds and everything. It was awful. But I've been about a week now, feeling okay, and as you know, the weather turned nasty and we had a lot of snow. So, oh, where's Badoo? Hey up, boy? He's a good boy. He's just come for the nose to see what I'm doing, probably. So yeah, we had all that snow, which was really horrible, and luckily I'd cut up loads of wood before Christmas, and that lasted us through. But we're running out now, and so I've got the saw out and the table. I've got one bin full, and hopefully fill the other one, but that's about half full at the moment, so we've got a head start there. So I'll just crack on and see what we can get done, and then we'll go and have a break in the shed and have a brew, which will be nice. Right, well, that's the two bins full of wood for the stove. That's all cut up, nicely done, and now I've just got to tidy up, put everything away, and then we'll go to the shed, we'll have a brew, and I'll show you the new little heater that Mrs. Summerhouse got me for Christmas. It's ace. For the clean-up operation, we're going to cheat. Right, so this is the heater that I normally use in the shed. It's great. It's a bit too much really, but it's hard to find a small heater for a small shed. But it's cheap to run, and if you're in here for a few hours working on stuff, it's really, really good. It can take a little while to get up to temperature, and if you're nipping in and out, it's too much really. So I'm going to show you the new stove that Mrs. Summerhouse got me. It's a small stove, smaller stove. It's ideal for when you're nipping in and out. And actually, it does a pretty good job of keeping this shed warm. Right, so that's everything tidied away. We're back in the shed. Got myself a nice brew going. A little propane gas canister there. And my new pot, my stainless steel pot, still going well. I've got myself a nice little cappuccino going there. Well, it's not too cold in here today, but here's my new stove that Mrs. Summerhouse got me for Christmas. One of the things she got me for Christmas. And we're going to need some fuel for that. So we've got a nice little propane canister there. And let's open the box and have a look at it. And inside that box, or that plastic container, I think it's ABS plastic, we have the stove itself. It's not massive, but it's surprisingly good, I'll tell you that now. So it's got a mesh on the front to protect it, or, you know, stop you burning yourself. Reflector, and there's the main burner in the middle. You have an igniter on the back, which I found to be not that reliable, to be honest. And there's the gas control there. Plus, obviously, gives you the gas. Minus turns it down, and you can turn this down, which is great. And of course, you can turn it completely off. There's a connection. It's your standard EN417 connector that goes on most propane or isobutane camping gas bottles. Let's put it together and I'll show you how it works. So that's the stove all together. You just screw it onto the gas bottle or canister, and nice, and it's very stable, neat. So to fire it up, you just turn on the gas and use the unreliable sparker. Yeah, that's not working, but no worries. I prefer to use one of these anyway. There we go. It's lit up. Let's just see. So you can turn it up, and in no time that'll start to glow red, and it's already kicking off quite a bit of heat. So yeah, it's really nice, and it does the job when you're just nipping in and out the shed. There we go. That'll glow red. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you can feel the heat in here now already. As I say, you can turn it down. Turn it right down so you're not using much gas. The problem with my paraffin heater is it's fantastic, but it's just dull. There's no loading it down. So there you go, nifty little heater, and pretty safe as long as you are. Obviously, you don't want to be touching any of this. And even when you've turned it off, just give it a good 10 minutes or so to cool down before you touch any of that. And of course, before you put it back in its plastic ABS box, otherwise you'll melt it. It's when it's not freezing cold in here, it's just cold. It does the job, it's okay. When you're in and out, you're cutting firewood up or doing little bits and bobs in the winter, and you come in here for a quick rest or a quick cuppa, a quick vape maybe. I haven't smoked now for 3 months. It certainly does the job, and it saves on some of the paraffin. I can get the gas canisters really cheap. I think if you were car camping or in a small van, little van lifer in a small van, well, even a bigger van, that would really do the job. If you were hiking, and you could carry it in your tent, it would do the job. So yeah, neat little thing. And they're only about 10 quid, I think I paid off eBay. They're all over eBay. There's loads of them. I was a bit skeptical. I thought surely it's not going to be that good, and it's going to go through the gas like that. But no, it's surprisingly good, and it doesn't seem to use a lot of gas. I have trouble with my worms again then. And of course you can turn it down, so then you're using even less gas. So yeah, great little heater, and highly recommend it. Have a look on eBay, see if you can find one.